Before we begin this, I want to tell you something. You're part of the apex predator species of the entire planet Earth. A billion years of evolution or God's grace created you, and you have the most incredible, powerful, and dangerous mind anywhere. And because your mind is so potentially powerful and so potentially dangerous, people are going to try to stop you from tapping into it. Just as the human race managed to domesticate wolves into dogs, education is often designed to turn you into someone smart enough to be useful, like a good, obedient factory worker, but not smart enough to be dangerous. Part of that is finding ways to fake educate you, to pretend to educate you without actually educating you. Now, what I did over here as a demonstration for you guys was to show you just how important it is to be able to read for yourselves. If you can read for yourself, you can access all the ideas in the world. If your reading is not that great and you're depending on somebody else to read and summarize for you, you are at their mercy, and they can lie to you about reality, history, whatever they want to, as I just lied to you. In the summary, I told you some nonsense about what the Declaration of Independence says. Let's take a look at what it actually says about the Native Americans. This is what the signer said that King George was doing. He has excited domestic insurrections amongst us, and has endeavored to bring on the inhabitants of our frontiers, the merciless Indian savages, whose known rule of warfare is an undistinguished destruction of all ages, sexes, and conditions. Now, I know right now that reading might be a little dense for you, and we're going to improve that and make you better and better at this. But ultimately, you have to understand why this is important. This is important because you can't trust any adult. You can't trust me. I just lied to you 5 seconds ago. You have to learn how to read for yourself, to access all the world's secrets for yourself. Here's what this means, by the way. They're saying that among the many negative things that King George did is he has tried to make the American Indians, who they call the merciless Indian savages, attack them by antagonizing the Indians. Here's what they say about the Indians, whose known rule of warfare is an undistinguished destruction of all ages, sexes, and conditions. That means the Indians will kill, the Native Americans will kill the very, very young and the very, very old. They'll kill women just as much as men, and they'll even kill the sick. And at the time, that would have been seen as undignified, and even today, it's seen as undignified. Even in war, you're not supposed to be go around like killing the sick and infants in other countries. So this is what they actually said. I lied to you because I wanted you to see how vital it is for you to learn how to do this for yourself. I promise you this, I'm not the first adult that's ever lied to you. Every single one of your history and English teachers, many of your science teachers, have either subtly or brazenly told you things that are just false. And the reason that they could do that, the reason they could get away with it, is because your reading skills weren't good enough yet. And we're going to make them a lot better here at Vora Method. Reading isn't just about becoming good, smart enough to be useful. Reading is about becoming smart enough to be dangerous.